Hello everyone, my name is Inconsistent Dubs, and today I'm going to talk about how I would beat the long walk. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, The Long Walk is a Stephen King novel that was written in 1979, and also there's a film that recently came out. Both are very good, respectively, wonderful things to enjoy, and I suggest you go watch it yourself before you watch my video, but I'll still explain it and spoilers ahead. So the concept of the long walk is a dystopian future in America, and the government is a militaristic dictatorship, and the person above it all is called the major, and it's basically like North Korea. There's barely any free speech. You can't listen to music. If you slander the major or his regime, you can be killed. They took away like TVs and music and etc, etc. You learn what they want you to learn. They're in full control. You have very little to any options. You really don't have any, which is why so many people are compelled to do the long walk. It's basically a lottery. Everyone that can sign up for it does sign up for it. There's no one that like skips out on it because they think that's their only chance. And the military loves this because, they can kill extra people, and they can also make examples and make more people think they can win the long walk. And for the rules of the long walk, very simple. Like I said before, they select a bunch of people. Well, it's more like a lottery. They want to get selected themselves. In the movie, it was 50 young men, and in the book, it was 100. And the rules are very simple. They got to keep walking at a steady pace of 3 miles per hour, right? And if they drop below that, they receive a warning. After 3 warnings, they get ticketed, which means they're executed on the spot by the soldiers that are like following alongside them in their vehicles. The walk continues non-stop day and night until one boy remains, and the last survivor is declared the winner, and they get a prize and unimaginable wealth, right? Now, hearing all of this, realizing like I'm putting myself in this dystopian future, if I genuinely feel like there's no way out, there's nothing I can do to get the money, to get my family out the trenches, to get the food, etc, etc, I would probably go do the walk. But if I had a little glimmer of hope somewhere else in this shitty reality, I wouldn't do the walk. But let's say I do the walk, right? To make it a little more interesting, moving right along. Now, my goal in this walk would be to simply just win by any means necessary. That'll mean I could trip people over, push them down, etc, etc. There's this one character in the film and the book. His name is like Blushkowicz. It's Barkovich, my bad. And when I say the best rage baiter that I've seen in recent film history, he's just up there. I simply cannot take it away from him. He got somebody killed off of strictly rage baiting. Like, it was like they were walking at the front, and he turns around and he starts heckling this gay dude, starts calling him like a fruitcake, etc, etc. So the gay dude swings at him a few times. The third time the gay dude swings, terrible form by the way, he falls down and like he like crashes on the ground and etc, etc. And then Barker is like, get up, why would you do that, get up. And he can't get up in time because he scraped up his face and his body. So he just gets shot in the head. It was crazy. Like, and then after that, he started feeling bad about it. No, don't feel bad about it. Matter of fact, let me be your teammate. Let's rage bait everybody else on their deepest insecurities and sadnesses and try to get them to fight so we can get away and live. And eventually, I'm gonna kill Barkowitz too. And it's like, the way I would beat it is simply minding my business. Like, there was this one dude in the front. He was a Native American character. His name was Collie Parker. And basically for the entire duration of the walk, he minded his business. He'll bump in and talk to these guys a couple times because they're going through trauma. They're bonding with each other. But me personally, I have to do the best amount of genjutsu I possibly can. Like, I cannot sit here and let these people walk without something on their mind. I'm gonna consistently be asking the guards, like, what kind of bullets you got in your gun? You just kill them in one shot, or you let them bleed? What you be doing? I know they're not gonna answer me, but the point is, I need the other contestants to hear this and become disheartened. And after they're disheartened, they'll tell me to shut up. And after they tell me to shut up, they've simply fallen into my genjutsu. My rage baiting skills from that point on will simply be unstoppable. That's just the type of nigga I am. Now, I know I could do this in a better way, try to make friends, walk to the end, etc, etc. No, I did this for the money. I'm not here for you people. I'm simply not. I'm going to keep walking, walk as safe as possible, walk at my brisk pace, try not to get no warnings. Sometimes I'll trip people up, throw them over, make them fall over. I'll get some warnings my damn self, but I promise you I'm going to be walking out at the end with all the money and that whatever wish I want at the end. It's simple as that. Your boy is not going to pass away out there. And there were some genuine gut wrenching moments in that movie. There, like I said, spoilers ahead. There was this one character called Olsen. Truly loved the character, man. He was so funny. He was like a short little Asian guy. And in the movie, he was doing fine on the walk. He trained for so long on the walk. He walked so long. He trained. He drank water. Like before he got selected, right? When he got selected, his mental is what failed him. So I'm going to make sure I train my mental enough to be able to watch these people die and continue walking. So Olsen eventually, his mental gets so bad to where he just stops walking. He tries to run. He tries to go back towards the guard and take his gun. And of course the guard shoots him. Right? Well, the soldier shoots him and he gets hit, and they let him bleed because they wanted everyone else to know not to do this. So they let him bleed for a while. He's like, I did it the wrong way. I did it the wrong way. Just screaming and crying. Me personally, that's simply a great moment to get these people under my genjutsu and my rage baiting skills. There's nothing else I can think about besides that. So as he's laying there bleeding, screaming how he did the wrong way, I'd be like, damn right you did. Then I just start calling him names and making his friends mad, and hopefully his friends go back to help him, and I hope they stay there and they both die. This is the type of person I have to be in order to win. I cannot think about the brutality of the situation. I just have to keep it pushing like a soldier in World War II. And if I got to like the top 2 or top 3, I gotta kill somebody with my own personal hands. Like if I get 3 warnings for stopping, like I could get the 1, 2, 3 back to back. I could sneak up behind him, put him in a very like tight rear naked choke, and try to snap his neck in some way, shape, or form, or at least choke him really hard for a few seconds, throw him down, and hopefully he don't get back up, and boom, get shot right there. And then I'm be looking at the next person like I'm gonna do that to them too. I have to be a bad guy. I simply am not gonna be a good person in this situation. Too much money on the line, and I don't want to die as well. Like I signed up for this to get out of that dystopian mud. I'm trying to be better, get more money, get more paper, get more hoes, etc. I'm not gonna let anybody stand in the way of that. That's really all I got for y'all today. I literally watched this movie last night. I wanted to make a video about it, and I'm sorry for being so inconsistent. I really am. It's really hard for me to get some good uploading time, or maybe I'm just really lazy. But also I got a lot of assignments and stuff to do, and I hope y'all can just bear with me. I love all of y'all. See y'all very, very soon.